It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second. Did we do it? Did it happen? Hold on. Hold on just a second. Oh, we're 99%. Okay, we're almost there. I thought we did a thing. We're almost doing a thing. Hi everyone. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. We made it this far. I'm proud of you. Goji, good to see you here and there. Peace. How's it going? Oh, hi, Mark. Welcome in. Nice emotes you got there. Nuka, thank you for the contributions. How you doing? So close. So close. It casts me out at 2,000 per day. I guess I could. I guess I could. I haven't voted on any of these yet. Which is kind of what I'm using it for, is like a voting system of sorts. Cam! How's it going? Who welcome in? Happy Wednesday. Thank you for watering the plant. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, hi. There's a small angry gray kitten looking up at me from under my desk right now. I'm good. I've been making hummus and chili. Ooh. That sounds cozy. Especially, has it been rainy today? Okay, so I'm getting all my windows set up. Indy somehow managed to sit on my keyboard today, and now all the lights are off of it. No lights whatsoever. So I'm gonna see if I can look up a shortcut on how to fix that eventually. But right now, more pressing matters is my tablet is across the room. So we're gonna go fix that. 1 second. Not raining at the moment. It's been kind of rainy inside. I know this morning when I went to work, I got fog. Like, it was super misty and creepy out. I also forgot my tea. How dare me. New job is kicking ass. Super tired, but we're kicking your ass, not kicking ass. You're kicking ass at your new job, though, right? Super tired, but happy I'm getting paid what you deserve now. That's always good. That's a good feeling to have. Cool. I'm glad it is fitting a little better than your previous situation. There we go. That's a touch off. No touch whatsoever. Alright, let's bring up some forks. I'm gonna try... Okay, here's the thing. I'm a little burnt out this week. So I have been trying my best to work on the zine and stay focused on it, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm definitely not firing on, like, most of my cylinders, let's put it that way. I haven't counted quite yet. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit of work here. We might switch over, and I know Goji's playing Minecraft. We might ambush him. But that's the plan. We're gonna see how close we can stick to the plan. Cause my brain, Loki be vibing. That is his spot now. Ever since I moved that blanket there, I had to, it was covering what we're gonna do on Friday, which is, carve up some pumpkins. They were on a table, but the table's being used elsewhere in the house right now. So I put the blanket, what I thought was away, and Loki decided, nope, this is home now. So there he sleeps. Sometimes Indy has enough of his comfortability and might seek to end it. Let's put it that way. But no, he's cozy there. He's there a lot of the time. Not now. I just updated you. You want me to update you again? Rude. Any ideas for the gourds? Not yet. Not yet. I did have that poll up, which was kind of an unofficial poll in the conversation channel on Discord, in my Discord, between two pumpkins that I found on the internet, jack-o'-lanterns, excuse me, that I found on the internet. It was Mingus and Delbert, I think, were their names. I wasn't intending to use that as, like, what we should carve, but they are kind of hilarious. I'm thinking about it. Sinistar, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing? Let's recent, maybe? There we go. Frogs. Other than that, though, I don't know. Should we go super classic, like just do kind of spooky faces, or should we do like pictures? I'm not very good at pictures. I've done them a couple times. Cancel. Cool. And then I need to find a reference sheet as well. How's the Hoya? I want it. Can you tell? Do you want to see it? I can bring it over here. It's kind of... I don't think it's grown around its little macrame thing yet. It's reaching, though. I'm curious to see what it looks like when it blooms. There weren't, like, a lot of pictures, but that's... I'm trying to remember if it had a tag on it. I don't think it did. I think we just asked Google what kind of Hoya this was. But I always like the flowers. This like super weird waxy, like they're not succulent flowers, but they're really cool looking. Whatever they're officially. I'll take a look. Turn your heat on for your plants tonight. Nice. He did have a tag. I didn't look. I should have looked. Okay. Let's see if I can switch screens. Now, I'm curious. Did it say what kind? It's a teacup anemone. And there were a couple pictures, but it is the internet, so I don't know if they were actually pictures of it. What's up, Cheeto? Who welcome in? How's it going? Oh, there we go. Ta-da. Little tiny one. This has grown, I've noticed. This little guy here. And then he's got kind of like... He's reaching out towards, I think probably the little hanging thing that we have him in. But, oops, that's a tag. Almost like your Hoya sunrise, but larger leaves. Interesting. How can you tell when they're so small still? Good feeling of migraine. Same, Cheeto. Yeah. Like, I don't feel gross, but I do feel kind of, suspiciously not right. It's weird. I hope it doesn't manifest. I hope it goes away. There are 2 cold fronts hitting where I am, and they're fixing to fuck you up. Ooh, yay, barometric pressure migraine. Those are fun. Yeah, I hope I can keep it alive. I've been in houses with Hoyas. I grew up in houses with Hoyas. And I remember watering them a couple times. But we're gonna do our research. Okay, I need... I'll tell that migraine to go the heck to hell! Go straight on the heck to hell! That's right. Outline. Do not pass go. Do not collect $500. Straight to jail. So you a Google Drive link photo of your Hoya flowering? Sinistar, would you mind? Is it okay? Do you mind posting it in the plants channel? I don't know. You said, okay, it's a Google Drive. Ah, sorry, I'm finding files and trying to do two things at the same time and it's not working. Okay, cool. I found the outline. This is part 1. Leave a legacy, that's where we're at, and that is page 14. Okay, cool. Alright, the Tam is now for a living when they all want us to die. We didn't do that one for some reason. Frog jumping, full arms overview. Oh, because it's anatomical and difficult and we couldn't draw a frog's ass to save our life. Okay, that one I'm still gonna hold off on because I need to do more anatomical research. But this was supposed to be like a medal, I think? There we go. Okay, cool. I found your Whisper Sinistar. I don't know why my brain wasn't computing that at first, but those are cool. I'm assuming those are the the flowers before they like blossom out, right? Or is that just like how they look once they're done blooming? That's cool. Gonna have a frog on it itself. I think it's just gonna be like an outline though. Because it's on a metal, we don't need to actually draw a frog. All these frogs look different. Not a single one of our frogs that we've drawn for this looks the same as one another. That's okay though. Kind of like a wrestling belt. I don't know if I like that, but oh well. What's up, Oscar? Welcome in. How's your day going? Let's do this. And then this kind of thing. Wow, that's a lot of lines. That's fine. I have no idea how Indy managed to turn off all the lights on my keyboard. It still works. Like, everything works on it. He didn't break anything. You didn't run into any frogs today. Oh, no. Well, there's a frog. Oh, shit. You guys are still on the wrong screen. Hold on. I thought that transitioned over. Ta-da. Well, you're in luck, because, here's a frog. We're drawing a frog. Not quite fully bloomed there. I sent a second one with another plant that was fully blooming. Glad to be of help. Ascaro. I gotcha. Oh, those are cool! Can I share this picture on stream? This is we're looking at flowers. I didn't go down any rabbit holes on whether you can smelt Martian regolith and make silly stuff like a sword, and other such ideas of using moon and Martian regolith. Am I saying that right? Regolith? Regolith? For things, as well as whether you could make a high-energy deflagration powder without nitrogen. This is too many syllables for K tonight. And other things. Basically, I was looking to see what we could make from space stuff. Define space stuff, though, because I'm still kind of unclear on what material you're using in your piece. I want space things. Same! I want space things, too, but I want, like, not the evil kind of space things. Like, I want cool space things. Okay. Is my name anywhere on here? No, it's not. That's fine. That's really cool. I've only seen the star-shaped ones with like the pointed blooms on them. They kind of remind me of, I don't know what their actual name is. My grandma always called them Johnny Jump-Ups, but pansies. They kind of remind me of off to the side. Pansies, but like super tiny. That's so cool. Thanks for sharing that. About high energy deflagration powder without nitrogen, not really. Okay. Regalith. I'm never gonna. Okay. There's no confident way for me to say that. Is the Martian dirt. So it's dirt on Mars. It's like the stuff you sweep up if you just go out and. Oh yeah, it's loose layer rock dust. Impacts are found. Okay. Scientists studying regular foods potential to provide resources, space exploration, source oxygen, building materials. Can you make bricks out of it? Can you make space concrete? Really hope we'll be able to make space concrete. The vines, they like trellis. Okay. Just bend a coat hanger. When it's small, really? Wait, hold on. It can bend a coat hanger, or I should bend a coat hanger for it? Like, so it, oh, they need, wait, they need a trellis? Sorry, I read that again. Mentioned Mars because it's, regolith is rich in iron. Is that why it's red? I always found it weird when tadpoles, little baby frogs, finally got legs. And they were just these little ink spots with gangly little legs swimming about. We're sketching right now, but they kind of look like this. And they got the weird tail on them. I think their legs go the other way. I don't know why their legs would go like that. Actually, yes, you can make Martian regolith space concrete. Oh, so they've tested this part. Moon regolith is somewhat rich in H3, helium, hydrogen. Hydrogen 3 hydrogens together. They like a trellis. It will probably be alright without, but they tend to like to grab onto something. So it's hanging, it's way the fuck over there, so I'm not gonna grab it, but it's hanging in like a macrame kind of diamond looking thing, and it's got kind of like a pyramid over it where all of the ropes connect and then hang from the ceiling. I'm wondering if it would use that as a trellis. Because it seems to be, like, gravitating towards one of the arms already. Before I moved it. H3 was a slip of the finger. I meant to type helium-3. 3 he. Okay. Oh, yep. This looks more right. Their little webby feet. Well, I'm gonna see if I can sleep this migraine into not happening. Good night. I'm sending all the non-migraine wavelengths to your direction. Cheeto, that sucks. And I hope it goes away for you fast. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Get better. I don't know why I drank and then cheersed. An attempt was made. Alright, I was gonna look up the stages of a polywog. Can't see shit on my keyboard. Polywogs are considered larvae? I didn't know that. That's weird. Kind of look like weird underwater sea otters from the side. Oops. Ugh, weird. I remember catching these things as a kid and keeping them in, like, a pickle jar. Until I either let them go and they became frogs, or I forgot about them and, like, whoever was watching me got to find a pickle jar full of polywogs at a later date. They were weird, though. I remember there being so many. Let's do that. These things look so fucking weird. They're like little spaceships. And they have eyes! That's, they're so tiny. Also, just as a fact, okay. The company has made a set of 1911s out, wait. A company, not the company. A company has made a set of 1911s out of a 4.5 billion year old meteorite with lots of difficulty, and it costs $4.5 million. $4.5 million! What? Capitalism. But what? Why? What was the business meeting going into this decision? Ah. I just saw that news headline that popped up. I keep I keep accidentally hitting this window that's right below Photoshop, or Affinity. And I kind of find it hilarious that, like, all of the political drama and stuff that's happening in the US right now is just kind of, like, punctuated in the background by the thieves from the Louvre. Just constant updates on the weirdest and most ridiculous heist that's happened in a while. And it's considered art. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't get art. I just draw it. feel like I need a fifth one in there, but it's mostly because I don't like even numbers. I'll leave it be for now. What's up, Neo? How's it going? Good to see you this fine Wednesday night. I don't know why, but I keep having to second guess myself when I say Wednesday. Like, my brain doesn't trust that it is indeed Wednesday night for some reason. Google Hoya Megalaster. I saw this the other day, and the flowers are massive. I want it, but I heard it's really high heat and high humidity, so like super tropical. Tropical max. Hoya Megalaster. That name though. Whoa! Damn. Yeah, those are huge flowers, and they're like super thick still too. That's cool. That looks like a super tropical plant. Huskaro, I'm good. I'm good. I'm tired. From being honest. It's been a month. TBH. I'm pretty sleepy. That's okay. We're getting some work in tonight. And taking care of ourselves also. Also, today was my early day at work, so I got up at 5 a.m., which I usually don't have to get up that early, just on this specific day. And I'm always like kind of dead after that, so I'm feeling it today, but that's okay. Aren't we all tired? We are adults. It's very true. It's very true. That would be so cool. I guarantee nobody around here has one of those. Well, yeah. So are Hoyas, are they just like really easy to like crossbreed and make other types? Or is there just like naturally a whole bunch of different kinds? Handgun, originally designed in 1911 from designs that date back to 1900, more of a refinement, as a refinement of a 1907 design and 1910 design from John Moses Browning. I understood those words, but not their meanings. I think I follow you, though, Peace. I put on the list for when I can have space to grow it property. I've got a plant list like that. No need to kiss my heritage. Alright, so... Assistant, I didn't want that, but that's okay, I guess. Trying to do like an underwater with the frog sitting on the lily pad on top. Let's grow potatoes on Mars. That sounds like a Death Cab for Cutie song. I think naturally there's just a whole bunch of them. VermontHoyas.com has a really good blog resource. He has so many just growing in his house, and his climate would be close to mine, so I tend to follow what he does. That's cool that you've like found someone that has the same like kind of temperate area. That's my struggle, especially trying to grow things here, having lived in a much drier climate previously. It's fucking with me. Lotus? No. Lily pad. Lily pad roots. Ooh, so they're actually kind of more... An old pew pew design that is still popular today, and usually the higher end stuff is meticulously handcrafted. Their roots kind of meander down to the bottom. of whatever they're growing from. Plants do so good in summer, then they do nothing all winter and I have to fight to keep them alive. It gets so dark and cold. Yeah, it gets really dark early here in the winter, and I always worry about plants with that. We kept some plants alive for a while, and then a special someone decided to knock some of them off. Not naming names at all. Not at all. Not at all. They seem to do okay in the winter, but I always wondered if I should have like hung a grow light up or something, just like kind of ambiently in the room. This plant sounds like it would love the equator. High heat and high humidity. Okay, let's try that again. And then I kind of want just some bottom here, and then random kelpie type stuff that it's kind of planted around. Kind of want the underwater to be a little prettier than that, but that's okay. Yeah, if you see the Hoya starting to get yellow or something, get a little grow light. They tend to like 12 to 14 hours a day of light. Oh, damn. Yeah, in the winter here, that's gonna be... The sun goes down to like 4 here in the winter. Why was Home Depot selling these here? Because they could, but... I think the tag on that says tolerates medium light. That might be the snake plant, though. We got one of those as well. I think those ones look cool, also. If I remember right, they were the plants that you were able to be locked in a room with for a certain period of time, and they would, like, if you were with 16 plants trapped in a room, you'd have oxygen for a certain number of days because of the plants. Snake plants are cool. Alright, 10 little frogs sitting. I'm getting good at the frog silhouette. Actual frogs up close, we don't need to talk about that. But the side silhouette I have almost down. On a log, maybe 3 of them. Okay, cool. Some of that, other sticks. There's like a log coming up. I'm trying to make this, because it's going to be water here in the middle. Snake plants are cool and easy. They don't want much, which is nice. When the rest of your plants are fussy and want everything. Snake plants and spider plants. Those two, good at growing. The only time I had problems with spider plants is when I had a cat that would eat it down to nothing. I'm pretty sure I have one of those again, which is why all of our plants are hanging right now. Just want a picture of a frog sitting. That's all. Google. I don't ask for much, and they have to be real. I don't know, but okay. I think this is a very uneven log. I want to do a close-up instead of like a zoomed out. I have to remember that these are black and white, so I won't necessarily be able to like, this is still water. Just imagine it with no shine. Meteorite iron is very fragile and extremely difficult to work with. And you can't really manipulate it with your hands. Introduction to oils, acids, and human skin can be rather harmful to the material. Is it harmful to the human at all? Space iron is also all sorts of irregular composition. Well, just unknown composition. It's probably been out there for a while. It's pretty regular at this point. We just found it now. I think I'll put a stick right here. It's a good stick. So what do they want to make with this? Like, are they just looking into what it can be used for in terms of like a building material in case we decide to, you know, finally shoot our shot with Mars? Or are they looking at like practical applications here? I can see the salesman now selling meteorite knives on galactic cable. Alright, that's a good picture of a frog. I can probably understand that. Let's see. This. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a frog, all right. Tiny little guy. His arms are big though. It's fucking grunk. Okay, let's fix that. I know it's just a sketch, but gotta be realistic with ourselves here. I like you. Let's have another. That makes sense. Their hind legs would be like, not like directly behind them. That looks good. 2 friends. I said in my notes I was gonna draw 3, but I kind of like 2. Cooking your chess opponent at the moment. Why can't I do this all the time? Because then you'd get bored. Wouldn't be fun to win anymore. And then where would you be? Ouch. Specific meteorites. Oh, my leg's asleep. I'm talking about it. Been there for millions, if not billions of years, and we have an idea of how irregular the composition is. It is irregular because it's not in uniform in any manner. Oh, I see. Could have cobalt, phosphorus, and possibly negligible amounts of uranium and tritium. Oh. So these are nuclear rocks. Making anything out of space stuff can be for many reasons. Science is always one. Definitely, I just was wondering if they were looking at use here or just as like a hypothetical, how practical they were getting at this point, you know? Yes, we all you want, but yeah. I'm gonna pick a sign with a question mark on it. I can do that. I need yet another frog. I'm not going to use the same reference picture twice in this. I've decided all of them are going to be different. Harmless trace amounts of radioactivity. But you said it was irregular, so what if you got one that was maybe potentially like not so trace amount of the radioactive stuff, just randomly, and you weren't ready for it? Frog. God, there's so much AI. It's crazy. Let's go with that guy. Oops. Didn't draw that straight. Wasn't looking at it straight. God, this guy looks angry. Trying to like copy his expression as I'm drawing him, and he's just very grumpy. Why are you so grumpy, buddy? Maybe it's just a front. Maybe he's just trying to keep everything from eating him. Which honestly, I'd look grumpy too if I had to do that. What's up, Melody? Welcome in. How's it going? Trying to draw a very grumpy frog. I think his neck's right, but... Oh wait, no, that's just the bottom of his face. He doesn't really have a neck. Frogs are weird. They're just kind of blobs. Where's your nose? Frankly, where's a lot of things? Well, that would be the first one I can find being found of having any amounts of tritium and or uranium worth a dang in space that came to Earth. All over the globe, they're looking and testing many things for in situ production. Fair. I know. I'm just saying, if we're getting stuff from the unknown, i.e., who knows? Earth's continental crust has a uranium range of 900 to 1800 parts per billion. I was gonna say pababa. The meteorite with the most uranium found in Sai al Uhaymir, Sao 169. Butchered that. Which has a uranium concentration of 8,000 parts per billion. Saya al Uhay. Nope. Meteorites are not considered harmful to humans. How are they not considered harmful to humans if they have that much? That's like way more than Earth, though. I'm so confused. I want to go away in September to someplace warm, probably the US. I like going to cities, but I'm trying to find one that's not too intense to drive in. Ooh. I have no good recommendations for cities that are easy to drive in. Want to go away in February, not September. Oops. Ridiculous squiggle. That's not talking about how much is in any one part of the crust, not the entirety of the planet. Wait. Oh, so that's not the entire, like, the general range of it. That's like any one grain of Earth can have anywhere in that range of uranium in it. Grab a handful of average Earth crust soil, about that much uranium. Interesting. The more I learn about the Earth, the more uneasy I feel. I'll get used to it, but goddamn. I managed to drive in LA, but I hated it really. It was nice in the areas with light traffic, but those were few and far between. Yeah, the part that I don't like about driving in downtown here is the fact that some of the streets are so goddamn small. Like, they're just really super narrow, and, like, if you catch a car at the wrong time, like, one of you has to, like, back up or pull it. Like, it's just really narrow in some spots. That and the way Portland is set up, I do not fucking understand. Like, the roads... they're kind of a mess. Yeah, we have a lot of narrow streets here and a lot of one-way streets because it's an old city. Yeah. It's kind of a weak question mark. Oh wait, no. Give me my spot back. Or I guess I can just draw it again. Fine. sip of content, happy frog. This is gonna be the cartooniest of cartoony frogs. Okay, right now it's a bear, but we'll get there. Oh wow, it's midnight. Wow, I need to shower and sleep. Have a good night, Sinistar. Thanks for hanging out. Hope your day tomorrow is fantastic. I don't know if I want to put anything down here. I just want to keep it like super simple frog. Right. And then the toad. What you should be taking from this is nuclear energy is far less dangerous than mass media would have you believe. Of course you don't go grabbing onto strange things. It could be orphan sources, but if you go urbex, yeah, I mean, I thought the rule was kind of just don't touch anything when you're exploring. Where'd my toad go? What the fuck? I know there was a giant picture of a toad here a second ago. Google's telling me I'm a liar. Okay, we'll find that after we take a break, because we have about a minute and a half before ads hit. Please get a stretch in, get some water, get a snack if you need one. We'll be right back. See you in a moment. Welcome back. How's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. Oh, I've missed so much about radioactive things. Welcome back, Melody. How you doing? I can't find my mouse. There it is. Okay. For example, don't take unknown objects from abandoned hospital in Brazil because you might have just grabbed cesium chloride. Fair enough. Some smoke detectors use safe and secure amounts of americium. They use a small amount of americium 241 to ionize the air between two plates, creating a small electric current. When the smoke enters the chamber, it disrupts the current, triggering the alarm. Interesting. Bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not feed you when I was supposed to? Broski's over here slamming cabinet doors because I forgot to feed him. Hold on. Loki wishes to be fed. 1 second. Not so good. I'm in a lot of pain. Oh, that's not good. You have sciatic nerve pain in my lower back. Oh my... I've heard that is very uncomfortable. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that right now, Melody. I'm doing okay. I'm pretty burnt out at the moment. But I'm doing okay. I hope you feel better soon. Alright guys, you ready? Sit. Good boys. My mistake. You as well. You was... Loki was slamming cabinets to remind me that I forgot to feed them. I was gonna stream at 6 today, and I started at 7 instead. So my clock's a little messed up as well. I think I'm gonna finish the sketches on this, and then I'm gonna see what line work would entail for this, but honestly, my brain is kind of dead right now. And I thought I might bring up Minecraft again for the remainder of the hour. They'll be that way for a little bit, and then love the frog. Thanks. There's quite a few of them. There's a lot of frogs in this comic, or in this zine, I guess. I still have this one that I need to draw. It's like the full body shot of like a frog jumping, but this one's gonna be of a toad, though. Toads always look so grumpy. I love them so much. Look at this grumpy ass. He can't help it. He's so grumpy. Look at that motherfucker. Huge. Crunk toad. No, I'm looking for a... That'll do it. That'll do it. That's the one. Might have to make my writing a little smaller on this one, but that's okay. It's worth it. Something like that. Something like that. Big ol' eye sockets. Looks like I gave him bushy eyebrows compared to the way I drew the rest of it. Let's clean you up, my guy. This sketch is cursed. My god. Future! What's up? Welcome in. I do have a voice now. That was so fucking weird. I changed absolutely nothing, shut my computer down, booted it back up the next day, and it was fine. It was just all of a sudden something didn't want to connect anymore. And, yeah, that was frustrating. But I do have a voice again. Finally. How are you? We're drawing bad sketches of frogs right now. This one's not quite a frog yet. He's still kind of a lump. It's more of a sock puppet, really. I have broader faces than that. Why is the frog so disgruntled? Looks like someone stole his lily pad. First of all, this is a toad, not a frog. I did say we were drawing frogs, but this one is actually toad, so I lied, and I'm sorry. That was the problem. We forgot to give him eye stalks, eyelids. Eyelids. Those are important. He still looks very disgruntled, but that's okay. It looks so stupid. I'm gonna start him over. Veto. Because some of these are really cartoony and some of them are not. And I think I'm just gonna lean into cartoony because there's so many. The stream info was a lie. I've been bamboozled. Wait, what's this? Oh, the fort. I'm sorry. You're right. Cool voice. But Melody, what? Where's this coming from? I don't even have any drink to hide behind. I'll just hold this awkwardly. Thanks. Thanks, Melody. You flustered me. I've been bamboozled. Bim bamboozled. Yes, correct. Accurate. This guy's supposed to have a hat on. A hat, oh my god, a crown. Guys, sleep is good and necessary, and you should try and get it as much as you possibly can. Do as I say, not as I do. What a lovely shade of black. Hey. $100 background annually is considered dangerous. When in doubt, just read Pieces Wiki. Wait, dangerous enough to have measurable increased risk of cancer. Excuse me, cat. Average animal background radiation effects just too. So measurably dangerous. Science. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. All the science. Okay, I like science. Not gonna lie, radiation does freak me out. And I know it's like kind of dread and fear-mongering, but like horror movies and stuff based around radiation like freak me the fuck out. Got a new chair and mouse if you would like to gander. Yeah, I think I would like to gander. Okay, we gotta cover him up a little bit. Can't be full frontal toad. Cool. Posted in photo board. I can handle that. Maybe. Oh! Is that one of those mouses that you move? Do you still move it around? Or is it one of the ones where, like, you control it? I guess it doesn't have a ball. Those have balls on them. Well, typically just one, but that's cool with the, like, side-scrolly thingies. Nice. Good office chair, too. I've had the same office chair for way too fucking long. You might be inspiring me here. Full frontal toad? Yeah, you heard me correctly, Nuka. I had to censor my drawing before it went too far. My back has never known this kind of lumbar support. Oh my god. That reminded me of when Goji and I put our chairs, like, next to each other's to see, like, the difference. And my chair, which I'm still using, I was using a different chair for a while, but it's currently in use elsewhere. His office chair, like, has some wear and tear, but, like, it's not horrible. And when we took the photos, like, 2 years ago, it was, like, even less noticeable then. But he was like in almost pristine condition, like perfect in the photo, next to mine that I had used for a customer service job for several years, like leaning to one side. The fucking handles or the armrests don't even fucking stay in one place. It's seen some days, but mostly customer service days, and I think the stress gets to you. I think there might be some, like, repetitive motion cage pacing involved in doing a job like that maybe playing video games doesn't necessarily do. It was very weird. It's like a science experiment. It also has silent clicks. We love a silent click. Ooh, I don't, because I don't trust myself. How do I know if I actually clicked it if I don't hear myself click it? Also, yes, humans are naturally radioactive because they contain trace amounts of radioactive isotopes like potassium-40 and carbon-14 from food, water, and air. While this internal radioactivity is a normal part of the human body, the amount is minuscule, poses no significant health risk, and is comparable to the dose from eating a banana. I don't eat bananas anymore. Not because they're radioactive, for other reasons, but that's interesting. Can link you this one if you want. Comes in a bunch of colors, on sale for like $140. That's not bad. I think that's what I paid for this one. Sure, if you want to. I'm gonna get some liquids. Ow. Hey, thanks. About that 1911 stuff earlier, they are grips that have been made by other iron, my goodness, meteorites, and things like mammoth tusk. That still seems weird to me. Like, why make something that is, like, so old and, like, historically cool and could be used for science? Why make it into something, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we've listened to this. I'm gonna switch to a playlist. Because I can. Where do you even get... How many mammoths have been found? Because, like, I'm assuming they've... I don't know my mammoth history, but it seems like a mammoth is something that they have found at this point. But I don't know how many. Thank you for that link, by the way. I'm gonna save it. Cool. Alright, I don't know if I want it to just be the king. As long as toads keep calling shots, I'll keep on singing songs, which makes me want, like, just another little tiny frog down here on the floor looking up at him like, what? That is a dog. You would assume much of it would have already been used for science. Also, it's possible pieces have been sold to fund more science. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but I hope that's the case. Frog sitting. Popping into Pacific Drive. If I go mute, that's okay. You have a fantastic time. Right, they got little tails. I always forget that frogs have kind of a weird body shape. Kind of just look like they're always ready to jump. Oh wait, no, let's do it the other way. His face is huge. Let's give him more of a body and less of a snout. Okay, cool. So all of our sketches are done, except for this one. Let's see if we can figure that out. Frog jumping. From underneath? Is that a weird thing to search? So I'm just gonna make something out of something can like appreciate. Sure, I'd love to have just a large piece of a meteorite, but it's a lot more expensive than just getting a few answers for grips. That's fair. Just didn't know that meteorite was that abundant that we could make like common day things with it. Keep wanting to draw frogs with these like ridiculously long arms, but they don't really have long arms. They got these short little like appendages. Thank you for the lurk, Melody. I have a feeling the sketch is going to change, but just so we have something in place that shows what we're going to do. Fucking hate that leg. Okay, don't you remember? Frogs don't have butt cheeks. Well, okay, this one kind of doesn't. I think the one thing that messes me up with frogs is that sometimes their legs do just generally look like a 5-year-old drew them. Like, they look like they have a bunch of broken ankles. And it messes me up when I'm drawing them because I would second guess myself. Let's put a belly on him. Let's do this. Hustling a freak. On a sentimental news. Total mass of known iron meteorites on Earth is likely less than 1,000 tons, but this number does not include the vast quantities of iron from micrometeorites and undiscovered large impactors, as well as excuse me, as well as there is an immeasurable amount in the solar system, let alone the entirety of space. True, I mean, because we don't really know how much space there is. I guess I'll put him back in frame. I googled if frogs have butt cheeks. Yes, frogs have a butt-like region. Well, yeah, everything has an ass somewhere. Most of the time. Often colloquially called butt cheeks, but it functions differently than in mammals. Instead of a separate anus and buttock. Oh, do they have the cloaca thing? Frogs have cloacas too. I shouldn't be surprised, but... I'm gonna add some shading to this. It looks weird otherwise. Hallucinating hack. Space is endless. Isn't it lovely? So beautiful, they'll make you kill. Boop, 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 boop. Oops. Wouldn't it be weird if we did find an end, though, eventually? As far as we know, there is no end, it's ever expanding, but there is an end to what we can observe, which is also expanding. This is true. So we'll be constantly chasing the end. Unless there is a definitive end, in which case our knowledge will catch up with the edge of reality, which is a very terrifying thought, that there's a wall out there somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna say this. I do not have the spoons to start actively inking this tonight, like putting in nice clean lines. So I'm gonna farm for a little bit. Goji, I don't know if you're lurking, but if you still have achievements that you want to try and get and need to be in my game for, it's gonna be available in just a second. Okay, I'm gonna save this. We got all the sketches done, which is progress. Save. I'm gonna see. Where's my text? I think the last thing I'm gonna do is just adjust some of the text that was in a different place than where we thought it would be. Let's see, that's fairly good. This one, I mean, it's pretty much in the right spot, but I'm gonna move it up a little bit. That one's good, we'll adjust that, that's fine, and that's fine too. Yeah, that's fine. If we found an end, that end would be ever expanding away from its previous position, as far as we know. Why would it be ever expanding if it's an end? Because if something's ever expanding, that doesn't sound like the end to me. An end is finite. save. Put that shit away. I think everything on that list is fine for now, so I can minimize that. Hold on, chat, you're moving screens. Whoa. That's a line. Damn. If you move the finish line of the race, is the end still the end if it's not somewhere else? Well, if you move the... If we've already started, if the race has already started and you move the finish line, then the original end is the end. Because it's still... It's the end. It's like forever. I don't understand. Hey, why'd you go over there? You stay here. I don't need Discord up right now, but I'll hide it over there as well. Do I have 2 YouTubes up? No. Okay. The end in a race, in this case, is the finish line, but if the finish line is always moving away from you. Right. I'm just saying, like, what if there... I'm just saying, like, what if there wasn't something that was constantly moving away from us, and we did eventually run into a wall of some sort? I know based on, like, formulas and stuff, that's not what we think, as far as we know, is out there. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be weird, though? Oh, it automatically pulled up this time. Fantastic. That's great. I love that. At the end of the race. The end in a race, in this case, is the finish line, but at the finish... Right, but... in the general rules of what a race is, that's not how that would work. Because you would have had to agree upon something beforehand. And moving the end of the race would change the rules. I'm answering the question in what's known as fact today. Right, and I'm being absurd as fuck. So the facts of today would say if we made it to the end of space, the end would eventually expand out further, and not be in the same position anymore. I just like thinking about humanity having their entire beliefs shattered because they discovered something that made their calculations completely incorrect. For some reason, I really like the idea of scientists going, oh shit. That's not what we accounted for. Well, the universe gets to make the rules. Very true. Very true. I got a lot of beats. Goji did replace, the pig that he mercilessly slaughtered. And it's a spotted pig. I didn't know those were in Minecraft. It's kind of cool looking. Am I clothed? I'm barely clothed. It's fine. We'll be fine. We're just gonna do nothing until we find a hoe. So with okay. I've always had this question about physics. Especially, like, having to do with space and what's out there and, like, existence. If this is all just theories of, like, what might be out there, and we're doing these calculations based on what we know, if we don't know what's really out there, how do we know that our calculations mean anything? And if that's the case, then why should we care? I mean, like, in the name of science, like, it's cool to know things, I get that, but Like, what's the ultimate point in figuring out these algorithms? Or, I guess, formulas, theories, whatever you want to call them. Ah, beats? Did that work? No. That's how it did. I don't think some of these are ripe yet. Also, the universe is expanding faster than it was some billions of years ago. So we're speeding up. Oh, so we need to know eventually, like, when we could possibly get sucked into the sun. Oh no, I just dug up a pumpkin plant. I didn't mean to. Shame on me. Where did you live? Right there, I think? Cool. That's my oldest pumpkin plant, too. Made me sad. Do we have proof of that? That's the other thing, like, if it's as far as we know, have we recorded some calculation of, like, what we think is proof that we're speeding up? And, like, I'm asking this not to be like, well, show it, prove it. I'm asking because, like, I generally have no idea. I'm just planting my weed. I'm just a simple bread farmer. You shouldn't be here. Frankly, I don't know why you are. Take some of these. Put that bad boy up there. And farm it. There is proof. Yes, I can give you the proof and articulate the point well enough. No, that's okay. I can't articulate my questions well enough most of the time, so, like, I don't expect you to, like, provide any proof. Ah! Cow! Nobody panic. Planted a shit ton of pumpkins. But that made me realize that I need to plant sugarcane so I can just live off of pumpkin pie. Just live out my Halloween town. Aww. Sad. Astrophysicist could. Quick, get Brian May on the phone. I don't know any other astrophysicists. Which is probably a bad thing. So ask Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's an astrophysicist? That's like his official... That's the kind of scientist he is? I just thought he was like Bill Nye or someone. He was just like generally smart about everything kind of guy. Alright, none of my pumpkins are doing pumpkin things yet, which is fine. I'll give them time. I do need to build a bridge here, though. That would be handy, and I need to feed my ducks. My chickens. Look at them. Soulless eyes. Wow. So many chickens. Alright, we'll call that good. Give me proof. Nah, I'm not gonna go look it up on my own. I'm just gonna go I'm just gonna write a letter. Hey! Whoa! Ah, you! Oh, I forgot that I had this in my hand. Come here. Come here. All of you. Get your butts in here. No, 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 no. Come around this way. This way, please. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great, bye. Whew, that was close. Chickens, man. Anybody know how many jack-o'-lanterns are too many? The Department of Assets 97 has been a research associate of the department since 2003. Okay. I didn't doubt that when you said it, but that's good to know. We should feed the mass of cows that we have bred into existence only to... Oh, also, speaking of breeding cows into existence just to harvest their leather, I could have sworn that the recipe in Minecraft for a leash was leather and slime to make the lead stick, but apparently it's only string, and I feel like I'm going a little nuts because that doesn't make sense to me. It's not what I remember. This water too. Cool. He also has a sciencey podcast I may listen to from time to time. I think I've seen clips from that. He has guests a lot of the time. He's had Bill Nye on a few times. Yeah. I love that a lot of show hosts that were like kids show hosts are now doing adult things to see them interact as adults. It's very strange. Like I've listened to a couple times the podcast that Steve from Blues Clues is doing, and it's like, it's cool listening to you as an adult. Like, adult talk. Oh no, I'm gonna die! Oh, there's a zombie! Wait, hold on, I'm not ready. No! But he talks about death and stuff, and it's kind of cool. Must sleep. Must run from zombies. Yes, no monsters. I like Bill Nye too. Him swearing about climate change will be forever seared into my memory. Thank you for your service, Bill. Let's do this. Eat that thing. Super nummy. I only have 2 pigs, so I don't do 64 plates. We're gonna chomp on some of those too. If this will result in another spotted pig. Nope! It's a pink pig this time. Interesting. Alright, chickens are done. All of that is done. Let's go check on the sugar cane after we put our shit away. Do I still have those? Oh, I don't. Okay. Put that away. Don't need these guys. Put my pumpkins back in their spots. I have so many eggs! I need to make some pie. I'm running out of space because of all the eggs I have. Let's put these. Yeah, that's it. What was I gonna do? Sugarcane. Oh shit, wait. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Maybe keep a little bit so it keeps growing. Ah! Shit. I'd like to say that I'm better at gardening in real life than I am in Minecraft. I don't know if that's a truth, though. Whoa. So much. Oh my god, I should have checked on this sooner. Pumpkin pies through January. Ashton Kutcher co-founded a nonprofit organization focused on using technology to combat child sexual abuse and human trafficking. Having spoken in front of the Congress on the matter in 2017, sadly, he defended his friend and fellow that 70s show cast member with a character letter or whatever, and has resigned from Thorn because of the public backlash. Wait, so was the consensus that he was trying to do something, like, charity-wise to cover up some other feelings he might have had? Or just people are judging him for standing up for a less than stellar character? Yeah, that's some sugarcane. We'll get a little paper from that. No, I misunderstood. Alright, let's make some... Wait. Do we have space? We sure do. People judging him for defending Danny Masterson in any way. Ah, I see. I can make a map? Oh, it's empty. Let's make 20 sugar. I forgot how many paper it takes to make a book. Guess we could do this upstairs. That would be too damn easy, though. Give me that beef. Book. I don't know how many books I need to make a shelf. I forget. Feel like I made some of that as well. Okay. Where'd it go? I can't remember how many bookshelves I need. Probably needs to be on solid ground too. Hold on. $15. Okay, it's a little ways off more than I thought I was, but that's okay. Danny was convicted in 2023 on 2 counts. R-wording 2 individuals. Oh, damn! He was sentenced to 30 years to life, and the 3rd count was hung jury, and this didn't come to light for about 20 years because he is a Scientologist, and the Church of Scientology was covering up for 20 years. Holy shit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we only need 2 more. Pride, son. Take it like a man. Do I need more wood? Is that it? That was it. 15? I think I needed 2 more. Changes come. Maybe? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That have to be touching the ground. That probably makes sense. Can't have a levitating enchantment table before it's enchanted. I understand my flaws. More reason to dislike Scientology. I don't get it. Honestly, the only thing that I've heard about it really is that it's kind of cult-like and some celebrities are involved with it. They gotta be cherry, don't they? Son. Like a man. Alright, well, I wasn't planning on doing any home renovation today, but sacrifices will need to be made. Dignity. Take the high road. Take it like a man. I say it's a super evil cult with its evilest shit probably not even known by much of the highest tier Scientologists. I didn't know it was that level of cult. I just figured it was kind of another weird religion. Then again, Mormonism's a religion, and they have like all the temple videos of stuff that they do. It's kind of weird. Ah. That's weird. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it, because I can't think of another reason why it wouldn't be. Boo, Mormons too. Squirrels smoking crack? Is that what I just heard? Yeah, I had a lot of Mormon friends as a kid, just because there was a lot of Mormons in... Can I do that? There we go. In the area that I lived, there were a lot of Mormon churches. And I kind of noticed that everything was fine until I started kind of dressing a little more goth, a little punkier, and then all of a sudden, none of my friends wanted to talk to me anymore. And that was my first, like, realization, I guess, as a kid, that, like, Something's different here. Did I do it? Is it enchanted? Guess not. The Mormons were shunning you? Is that what it was? Was I just too much of a heathen to be tolerated? I have a podium in the middle of that. That's not an enchanting table. Why did I think that was an enchanting table? Sometimes I concern myself. It's fine though. Wasn't speaking on a technical level there, but that's what it would seem like, no? I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah. Like, I was never, like, bullied or anything. I was never... Well, okay, I was bullied, but I was never bullied by, like, my Mormon friends. When I started maybe being a little too, alternative for their tastes. But I definitely felt like something changed. It's like, oh. I stepped a little too far out of line for something. Someone's spoken thing. Oh no. Fucked it up. I'm remembering very clearly one time I wore like this kind of... It was like a studded bracelet or something like that. It was very... Oh, don't you dare, spider. I see you down there. It was some sort of like punk rock kind of leather type situation. And I remember one of my friends coming up to me in the hallway and being like, really? Really? And like pointing at like my bracelet. I didn't get it. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Not saying you were shunned, but part of being shunned is that they aren't supposed to interact with you. Bullying would be interacting. I thought you could only be shunned though, and I guess I'm going off of like what I know about like Amish communities is that like don't you have to kind of be part of the religion to begin with to be shunned? Like if you're outside of the religion, then because like I wasn't raised Mormon. I just had a lot of like Mormon friends in school up until a certain point. And then we were no longer friends. Oh well. Let's see here. Ooh, they're doing cat stuff. We haven't raided them in a bit. Can I do this over here? Will it allow me to do that? That's kind of cool. Okay. Different shunning in and out, I believe. Ah, I see. I didn't know there was there were tiers to shunning. Religion's so weird. Religion's such an interesting thing. It fucking fascinates me. And, like, it does anger me a little bit because people are shit and they'll do what they can to get power. But, I don't know. Religion at its core has always, like, fascinated me. But enough of that belief talk. It is a little past the top of the hour. I'm gonna go ahead and snooze ads really quick. My brain is going on standby mode, I think. I need to get some food and I need to get some rest. It's been a really long day. I've been up for longer than I'd have probably should be at this point in the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us raided on out. We're gonna raid over into Small Snow. It looks like they're working on some kita art right now, which I figured frogs we're working on, cats. I think it's a good crossover. So please stick around for the raid if you can. Use whatever raid emotes you want, but if you want to use ours, sure, why not? You can have it. Shunning and its rules are weird and dumb. Yeah, just in general, it's kind of a odd thing. It's like, it's the silent treatment. It's the silent treatment. It's ignoring someone that you don't like. Thank you so much, Nuka. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I would like to, you know, continue this conversation, Peacemaker, in a later stream. Because it is fascinating to me as long as things are civil, but not saying that's not the case here. Yeah, we're gonna raid over into small snow. Let's see, today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday. I'm gonna be prepping all day for Friday, which is Halloween. We are doing a Halloween charity stream in conjunction with Goji. I'm gonna be starting off the charity, and then we're going to move over to his channel, and then we're gonna continue the charity from there. Exact events and times and stuff like that I will be posting in my Discord, so if you're not part of that, I highly suggest it if you want to hang out for Halloween. And yeah, until next time, please take care of yourselves, check on your neighbors, don't panic, drink that water. See you next time.